So after 6.5 years, it's finally arriving. Yes, the USS Vengeance is coming to Star Trek Fleet Command, but there's a catch. Let's find out what that catch be. I'm Admiral Pegasus. This is Star Trek Fleet Command. Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Yes, it is patch 80, Strange New Worlds, part 3, part 1. Yes, I did sort of predict this one for anyone who was joining various streams that I actually commented in saying I predict this. Strange New Worlds was one of it because in 9 days time, at the time of recording, today's the 8th of July, Strange New Worlds Season 3 will be dropping on Paramount Plus with a double episode, but it's also going to confirm how that cliffhanger ended. But the problem is we've had trailers kind of spoiling it, saying yeah, they're gonna survive. I know they've got to announce the season and everything with some of the stuff that they've got coming, but hey ho, they sort of spoiled it a little bit, saying yeah, it's coming. But they, oh my lordy. But anyway, so we've got Flashpoint. This is going to be a new multi-arc series that's going to last till the end of the year from what I've heard. I don't know for sure, but this is what I've heard, patching together certain things, but it's a new way of doing the game. Now, Star Trek Fleet Command did release a video a few days ago going over this and basically mentioned, so we've got like new resources to do, new hostiles to kill. It's going to be a big one, and for anyone who does follow Rev Juice at least, he said heavy grinding, heavy mining, or at least something to that effect. Yeah, I'm kind of not looking forward to it because at the end of the day, I'm struggling just to do the content we already have in the game. But hey, we'll see what we can do and how this will actually intermingle with your dailies and everything else. But anyway, so moving into it, so we've got some nice artwork here. I've already been through the patch notes. I don't know why this has been added twice, but hey ho. But so Noonien Singh is obviously mentioning that there's the Klingons are amassing in the area, in close proximity to both Federation and Romulan borders, with activity across multiple systems, where this transigen has been recently discovered. This is the new material that we're going to have to mine, and there is a little bit of a catch from it. I have already read through this, as you can see the time I'm recording. Yeah, it's not as easy for me to record at 9 o'clock anymore, unless I'm walking home. But anyway, so a new material then, the transigen as they call it, no one knows where it's come from, what it's truly capable of, but apparently the Klingons really do want this as well. The location is obviously going to be situated between at the edge of Klingon space, where it's sort of like bordering Federation and Romulan territory. So this new material is of great concern, sitting comfortably between the borders of faction and space. It's a race against time to see who will get there first, with Pike and the Enterprise leading the charge for the Federation, and the Chancellor L'Rell, who will be personally heading up the Klingon Defense Force on this one. Now, we are getting 3 new officers this month as well, and I'm a little bit peeved because it's all epic. Yes, it's all epic officers, no res. I hope this is not going to be the new norm. I'm just hoping this is going to be a one-off this month. So, just as a heads up there. So, as you can see there's the Strange New Worlds version of the D7. So but anyway, yes, moving on then. So the Klingons are proving more elusive than ever. Pike needs his entire crew for help. An independent familiar with this mysterious and now treacherous sector of space, if is to successfully navigate the volatile new Flashpoint. I will get my words out. But even if he finds, he just may discover that the transigen has bought them more than they bargained for. So a new combat prowess, which could not only divide the Empire, but send the entire galaxy into an all-out war. So, and then you got a little line here from Pike saying, let him run, that we have their transigen supply line cut off. House Huruk will remember this day as the beginning of their downfall. So, part 1 then is going to bring you some new missions, the transigen, a new building, which will refine this transigen. Yep. Some new officers, as again, I've said the three epics. The legendary ship, the USS Vengeance, which I've said there is a catch to. We'll look at that a little bit later. Artifacts and mastery of artifacts. So they're basically bringing the independent archives over to the artifact system as well, and a crap load of new research as well. Yeah, there's a fair whack. So kicking off then this narrative-driven arc, utilising upgraded invasion tech and chain events, players will be tasked with a series of server-wide objectives to reclaim parts of the galaxy from the grip of the rebel Klingon faction, House Huruk. Now, this is where you will need to be working with your server. So if you have problems with certain alliances in your server, it might slow your progression down, but I guarantee Scopely would have done something at least to make sure that you can progress. But the more of your server that works on it, the faster you can get through it. So that is what's actually mentioned a little bit further down. So Flashpoint aims to bring a more dynamic, consequence-driven world to the game where players' actions will shape the outcome with and unlock exclusive rewards. So there's a nice image of the transition that you're going to have to do. Now, there is a 47-second video as well, which is pure animation in regards to Yak and a bit of a voiceover added in. But they've taken parts of that in their main video, which is, I think it was about 19 minutes long. But anyway, so multi-arc story that span over several themes of Star Trek Fleet Command. Now, as a hint, I'm going to throw this in here and you'll see why a little bit later on in this document. I think Enterprise will be the next arc in September. July and August is going to be Strange New Worlds. I think Enterprise is coming in September. Again, this is a prediction. I'm not saying it is. It's just a prediction. But you'll see why I've got that theory in just a moment. But anyway, so the first part obviously is going to be Strange New Worlds Part 1 and is focused on the Transigen, an unstoppable resource recently discovered in the galaxy with the promise of war behind it. So you're going to have some new core missions, which are for level 32 players and above, which is obviously going to bring in this new resource and obviously the House Huruk hostiles, and begins using it to gain unnatural combat strength, fracturing the Empire. Then there's some Flashpoint missions, which is for 40 ops, but notice what it says, arriving later in the month. So keep an eye out on your missions for that one, because then you'll know when it's dropping. Obviously, Pike, Spock and L'Rell push back against the Huruk threat in various chapters of the Flashpoint event missions. Despite major battles and heavy losses, including the death of General Gorak, who's one of your officers. No, he's not. No, he's not. Wrong name. You failed to uncover their secrets. A trap nearly cost you your life while the Huruk facility is disrupted. General Sturge escapes, keeping their advantage alive. So the Liberate series. So take back the territory from the House of Huruk. Servers must band together to complete a sequence of liberation events. Now, I've got a funny feeling this is going to be a bucket in your event tab, so you will need to keep an eye on it on a daily basis. Every time you log in, check what's going on and how things are progressing, because something may have changed when you've been offline. The Liberate series is a multi-stage, server-wide initiative that demands coordination and effort from the entire community. Now, don't forget, we've got the invasion server IMS, where basically you're just going out, killing the hostiles, the afraid to crap. Yeah, I can never remember how to pronounce that thing bloody correctly until I read it. And then you've got the those armadas, which you do with a solo ship and all that. So destroying those armadas defeats that invasion a lot faster. So again, just check it. Do you need to communicate and coordinate with the rest of the server? Not really, as long as everybody's doing it. I'm presuming you're just gonna, it's just gonna complete itself as everyone completes the events. So watch out. So an effort from the entire community. Each stage will be must be completed to unlock the next, and the chained events mean organized servers may be able to complete the full sequence ahead of schedule. So this is what I mean. If you do work together as a server, you can potentially complete it faster. The new server 134, obviously we merged with 142. We've got a lot more players now. How fast are we going to be able to complete this? I don't know, because there are a few factions that has a few alliances that got their issues with each other. So let's just put it that way. I mean, you're going to have alliances having issues with other alliances or certain players, things like that. every server's got it. So, but how's that going to affect the ability to complete this and get it done fast? Well, we're only going to be able to see as we go through. So servers that successfully complete the entire series will unlock exclusive event chain available only to them with significantly boosted rewards. So there's a nice little teaser for you. But here we go. Here's the space then. So we can see some of the systems that we're going to have. We've got Hoskers of 32, White. I think that's meant to be White. As a 40, Dem 52. Oh, bloody hell. And what's that? O'Connell 62. So we've got some fair systems. What these emblems are as well above the other systems, like Grajol there, the 42. I don't know. Worth a look. Like I say, I don't even have an NDA, so I don't have access to know what's actually here. Here we go. So here it's been outlined here, and there's a nice shield in the middle of it. So yeah, where's it going to connect? I'm going to guess it's up there, the 39. Yeah, so it's in the area region between G3 and G4. So, but obviously there's going to be systems going up quite high. So we've already seen, what was it, a 52 or was it a 62? 62, yeah. So we're going to have systems going up into the G6 region as well. So the new material then, Transigen is new and powerful unstable resource that will prove to be beneficial to all those who claim a stake. Ops 35 and above will be able to obtain this resource nestled between the faction spaces, and nodes will only appear in 3 rarities: common, uncommon, and rare. To obtain this resource, players will need to prepare to defend their miners from a variety of hostile types, not players, hostiles, as everyone wants a piece of this new material for themselves. Every mining node is guarded by revenge hostiles, and their strength scales with the rarity of the resource. Mining Transigen is not a passive endeavor. Players will need to strategize. Defeating these revenge hostiles will grant additional rewards. So, are we going to be able to use the warp freezing trick, or can we do the 2-ship trick? I don't know. We're going to have to see what this brings later on in the day. Now, obviously, here's going to be your starting point. So, and here is the reason why I think Enterprise could be the next one in September. Do you recognize that? That's the Suliban cargo ship that was sent to pick up that time ship that Enterprise discovered, and they also ended up with the issue of the oh god, I forgot their names. Oh Tholians. Yes, the Tholians. That was it. It took me a minute to remember what they're called. Oh my god, my memory's going. But anyway, so as we can see then, I can't zoom in too much on this. So the ability to extract Transigen has been discovered. The Suliban control this space, and we're looking at the Suliban going after this, and will viciously attack any prospector looking to strike it rich. So, the secrets of the Transigen refining are unlocked with a new Transigen forge and refinery. Upgrade the building to improve the mining and refining and unlock additional rewards. And then also you got this bit, exchange it for the refined Transigen for rewards in the refinery, such as new artifacts, new XCOMs, and loop efficiencies. They're all labelled further down. So, Revenge hostiles then. Suliban transports and runners. Flashpoint invading entities, and the House of Horror hostiles join the Flashpoint series only. So keep an eye out for that one when it actually drops. So the new Tempest hazards. Located in Transigen's... Yeah, we'll get it right one day. Space. At Transigen Forge level 45, unlock access to exclusive premium mining systems that avoid Tempest hazards. Details under the Transigen Forge section, so it's a little bit further down. FKR jump drive unlock sourcing available as well via the Transigen refining. So integration with Flashpoint. The systems are used for the Flashpoint invasion events, so you are going to have to go into this space just to actually do this event. Invasions highlight specific systems. And I'm guessing that's what that tag was. If you remember on the other image, we saw these little emblems. So watch out for them ones. Tougher hostiles and visuals populate systems mid-event. Boss systems serve as event finales and major milestones. So here's the Forge then. It's the new hybrid scientific foundry building on the PlayStation, which can refine the raw transigen in various rarities into refined transigen. However, it cannot, by default, be specially refined refined transigen that gives House of Horror their telekinetic enhancements. Ooh, there's a hint to the hostiles. Telekinetic. What could that mean? Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. So the Forge can be unlocked at Ops 30 via the Day 1 free claim in the Gifts tab and provides the following buffs. So don't forget to claim it, but watch out for events. Yeah, on the day release. If you're watching this one after, yeah, you don't need to worry too much. So what the buffs you're going to be able to get then is Isolytic Damage, Apex Barrier for PvP, increasing mining rates for all three rarities of the transigen, scrapping speed, and artifact cost efficiency. So that'll be nice. So don't forget that that efficiency will level up as you level the building up. So there's a little tag there as well saying that it provides rarity transigen mining speed and increases rewards from their prospective refineries. So, and as you can see there's the Power Steel buildings. So it's underneath the Nova Squadron building by the looks of it, or at least nearby. So the transigen unlocks transigen premium systems at various levels. Level 45 unlocks the premium systems with improved mining rates and free from the transigen Tempest hazards. New transigen XCOM slots. Yay! One-time reward bundles requires a Forge reward claim unlock found in the Star Path research tree. So don't forget, that's the one with your Nova research in there. So it looks like they're going to expand that a little bit. Quick navigation to transigen space and to the transigen refinery and Star research. Now, is that Starbase or Starships or is there another one with a star in it? So I guess we'll have to figure that one out in the game. So the Forge can be upgraded with the transigen foundation, which can be found in the transigen Forge materials bundle located within the refinery. So you're going to have an extra tab in your refinery. So new officers then. So we're going to have Epic Scotty. Obviously we saw him in Hegemony Part 1, Strange New Worlds, Episode 10, Season 2. And then obviously he came aboard the Enterprise and apparently he knew Pellier. Yay! So, and obviously he's going to predominantly be in Season 3 as well. So, he's a below deck ability. Where are my manners? Increasing isolated damage against Flashpoint hostiles and Flashpoint evading entities by up to 350%. Remember, it's got that up to, so that's going to be his top tier. So, is tier 1 going to be interesting? We don't know. And then, obviously, for below deck, jury rigged. Shouldn't that be jerry rigged? Not jury. I don't know. Anyway, increasing shield health by up to 700%. Then, of course, we've got Epic Strange New Worlds to Pring. Yeah, okay, she's an agent. Increasing mitigation against non-Armada hostiles by up to 2,500%. And then increasing below deck, logic dictates increasing mining of materials from G3 to G6 while mining with any ship by up to 30% without draining the nodes faster. So basically just increasing the amount that your ship takes off. So if you drain, say, let's do round numbers here. So if you take 10 off the mining node, the node only registers that you're taking 10 off, but officially you've actually taken 13 off the node. So things like that. And here's the Klingon that I got the name wrong. The Jock. May your blood scream. Increasing transigen mining by 7,500% up to, bear in mind, and superior might, increasing the weapons damage by up to 3,000% as well. So obviously, he's going to be the commander of the Klingon ship from Season 2, Episode 1, where they went after Lalan on that planet that was being shared between the Klingons and the Federation every month. So he was obviously commander of the battleship that turned up and was prepared to engage the Enterprise that was trying to stop the other Federation ship, which had been rebuilt by rebel Klingons. Shock horror. Because they wanted to restart the war. But anyway, here it is then, the Vengeance. Unleash unmatched power with the Vengeance. Starfleet commands legendary Interceptor. Here's your catch. Exclusively for elite level 70 players. There's your catch. Yeah. I've got no hope of seeing this ship for a long time. But still, that's going to give me plenty of time to actually build up the materials towards it. Because it is going to be at least a G6 epic, I'm presuming. And, well, yeah, it's possibly going to be ideal for entering G7 space when that drops. Is this the first thing that players are going to be able to have? But again, yes, you're going to have to crack out the credit card if you want this thing. So we could see some of these flying around. But this ship combines advanced abilities, powerful refits, and superior efficiency. Engage with competitive events, conquer exclusive systems, and ensure your fleet's dominance now and into the future. Yes. So, for more information, check back later after event reset for a coordinating article. Eligible players should keep an eye on their announcements for additional information and events and acquisition. So, I will do an extra video on this later today. And then, yeah. So, watch out for that video dropping as well. It might not drop on the same day as this video. It might be a day or two later, but we'll have to wait and see. So, Mastery Artifacts offering powerful general buffs and unlock enhanced daily rewards of core resources. How does it work? Well, similar to the mess hall, upgrading with upgrades with officer levels, Mastery progresses you as you collect shards and level existing artifacts. To unlock each tier, you will need a set of number artifact shards. So, like, you need certain levels of officers. So, like, for every five levels, you'll get somewhere. But a set number of artifacts upgraded to level 12. So I've already got a few myself. So that's going to be able to allow me to do a couple of levels at least on this. But yeah, I'm not going to be able to get too far. But again, it's going to help push that idea of go do formation armadas. If your alliance doesn't. I know a lot of players still do formation armadas, but for me, it's getting the time to actually do it when I'm not trying to do something else. But yeah, I've only got one decent ship. So the minute I am now potentially looking, I'm going to have to go for another G5 epic because I need an extra ship. I need an extra ship to do stuff. So my idea of this G5 versus epics versus G6 uncommons, yeah, I'm really thinking I could probably be looking at a G6 uncommon just to do my normal grinding and use my Enterprise for everything else. But anyway, build your artifact collection to increase your power and claim better rewards every day. So, we've also got some new artifacts coming in then. So we've got Mbenga's storybook. I'm not going to go through what it all you can see it. It's just going to take too long. We're already quite far into the video as it is. So, as you can see here, speed ups, isolated defense by percentages. We've got Spock's Ritual Gong. That's that big thing that we saw in the TOS episode, Season 2, Episode 1, if I remember correctly, a mock time. So, where Spock uses that to call to Pring and everyone else in to do the Kula Caliphate. Did I pronounce that right? The ritual challenge. Kula Caliphate. I'll find out when I get to that episode in Voyager because I'm rewatching Voyager at the minute. But anyway, so increasing apex barrier and ship parts as well. So then you got the Ancient Vulcan Scroll, which is going to give you some materials segmented by grade and then ISO damage. Pike's Accent as well, giving you some resources. Obviously for G6 players as well, it's going to give you Sigma. And increases base weapon damage as well. Nice little buff there, 3,000%. Then we what we got here. So we've got artifacts. So what was these ones then? Because if that's artifacts down there, yeah. I have no idea what's going on there. But anyway, so the Jock's Goblets, obviously that's what we saw Spock drinking out of. Increasing warp speed for all ships. The Mask of Masaka, for those who remember it from TNG. Mirror Dust, it's increasing cost efficiency of Mirror Dust or rarities. So that would be ideal for those who's really going through that grind. Me, I don't need to worry too much about it. But I could do with the premium being reduced so I can actually do more of that. And then Horrocks crossed Tajakme, I believe that's supposed to say. I can't speak Klingon, but anyway, increasing base cost efficiency for Kirk, Spock, Locutus, 7 of 9, Janeway, Luther, and rare skill points. So this is for fleet commanders. So, okay. Quark's self-sealing stem bolts, increasing cost efficiency for chronometric particles, ISO emulsion, ISO resin, cosmic particles, rhodidium particles, outlaw research as well. Well, there's only one on there. I don't need the rest yet. I still actually need. Khan's necklace, increasing apex shred against augment exiles. So that's going to be interesting. That means you could be able to kill out some, get an extra few kills. And then Khan's glove, increasing apex shred against players, but not on station defense. So bear that in mind. Neera's legacy tome, increasing efficiency of materials, including section 31 optical diodes and emblems, etc. So a lot of efficiencies here we've got going on. Khan's risk communicator, increasing cost efficiency for G4 and G5 ship parts. So that's going to help you if you are still a G4, G5 player towards that G5 epic as well. Then we've got additional content, so we're going into the Battle Pass. There's some changes to it this month. So what we're going to see is the new Ultimate Flash Pass Starter Pack. Battle Pass filled with Officer Shards, Flash Pack Directives. Damn, directives. You know what's coming in that one, don't you? That's for the entities. Transigen, Forge Foundations, Planetary Charts, and more. Players will also have the opportunity to earn several new cosmetics consistent of avatars and frames throughout the month. Keep an eye on the event schedule to find out how to source this month's content. The Syndicate's also receiving an expansion as well, going up to level 65. So with some new buffs coming in of officer stats, ship XP, ship HP, HHP should I say, repair cost efficiencies, damage as well. You got utility coming in for the scrapping speed and apex buffs as well. Rewards also include epic strange new worlds to bring avatar, to bring avatar and frame, one fleet preset slot. So one fleet. Ooh, that's interesting. It doesn't say crew because we know of crew presets. Fleet presets? Instant warp for G3 to G6 survey ships. Note G6 instant warp survey includes uncommon and rare. New XComs are also coming in. This is a long list. So cost efficiencies. There you go. I'm just going to mention the ships. We've got Mantis parts, Devore parts, Talios parts, Cerritos parts, Franklin, the original parts, Outlaw research, Mantis research, Cerritos research, Protector parts, Enterprise NXO 1 parts, Voyager parts, Borg Cube research, Define parts, Gorn Eviscerator parts, Borg Cube parts, Titan parts, Monophene parts, Defiant research, Titan research, Monophene research, Voyager research. That's all your cost efficiencies. There's only 2 in there that I need, and that's the Cube. And what was the other one? Gorn Eviscerator. That's it. The rest I don't need. They're all remaxed. Don't need them. So we've got additions as well. Increased research speed for G4 to G6. Increased faction reputation. Increased ISO damage. Increased ISO mitigation. Increased max cargo. Increased protected cargo. And repair speeds for... So the bottom 3 is for G4. Yeah. So none for me by increasing my cargo or my protected cargo for G6. Thanks. God, I love Scopely doing them. And then obviously we've got Season 8 of Territory Capture as well. We've also, like I say, 134 has just merged with 142. We've already had a reset. Guess what? We're having another one. Why couldn't they just do the merger when this came along? Makes so much sense. But then again, really. And then the rest is bug fixes. But we've gone on long enough as it is. I want to get this video up. So anyway, that's what we've got coming this month. A lot coming in. Like I said, there will be an extra video coming out on the Vengeance within the next couple of days. So do check that out. So about what this ship is going to be and why you can't have it yet. Unless you're level 70. But anyway, thank you for joining me. I'm Admiral Pegasus. Stay safe, live long and prosper. And I shall catch you on the next video. Goodbye.